Guys, so I'm going to talk about My Life Next Door by Huntley Fitzpatrick, and this is the cover of the book. I can definitely I just finished the book last night, and from reading it, I can definitely picture that the two main characters look like that because Samantha is she's blonde, but she's more of a darker blonde, and Jace has a dark he's a brunette, so, and he's tall and kind of lean like that. So anyway, I'm going to read the synopsis of this from goodreads.com. Open quote: "One thing my mother never knew and would disapprove of most of all was that I watched the Garretts all the time." End quote. So the Garretts are everything the Reeds are not: loud, messy, affectionate, and every day from her rooftop perch, Samantha Reed wishes she was one of them. Until one summer evening, Jace Garrett climbs up next to her and changes everything. As the two fall fiercely for each other, stumbling through the awkwardness and awesomeness of first love, Jace's family embraces Samantha, even as she keeps him a secret from her own. Then something unthinkable happens, and the bottom drops out of Samantha's world. She's suddenly faced with an impossible decision. Which perfect family will save her? Or is it time she saved herself? A transporting debut about family, a friendship, first romance, and how to be true to one person you love without betraying another. So, initially it starts off very slow, and I was kind of thinking, man, this might be a difficult book to read for me because it is really super slow. It picked up really quickly, actually. I think around chapter 5, a little bit before maybe, or a little bit after, I'm not sure. But it picked up quick. Not as quick as, like, start and end chapter 1, but it's not an action type of story. It's young adult. I'm sorry, I didn't mention the genres. The genres are young adult, romance, and contemporary. Yes, they are, let's see, they are 17. They're both 17 in age, so it is very young adult. It's the summer before senior year. So they're both 17. So they live next door. Samantha has lived in her home her whole entire life. And when she was really little, the Garretts moved in next door. And the Garretts are, they have a huge family, 8 children. Yes, Jace is one of them. So they're huge, but you get to fall in love with the family because they are the typical huge family. They're very supportive, they're very strong, they're very family oriented, and they just they mesh really well together. They're very loving, very caring. So that part was really great. And then you see Samantha's family where it's like strangers as family, if that makes sense. I did love this book. The ending was not that great for me. It was decent, but it wasn't like, oh my God, it wasn't like my heart stopped or anything. Would I recommend this? Yes. Out of 10 stars, I would say this was probably the beginning. I would probably have rated it at like a 3 or 4 because it was very, very slow for me. However, the overall book, including the middle part, which they call that? What is that called? The climax? Was it the climax? And then towards the end. So as a whole, from beginning, middle, end, I would rate this as a 7.5. It was really good. There was actually a part in which I was like, man, this is just really like perfect cookie cutter kind of story. Nothing, like, no drama, no issues, no nothing. I mean, I thought maybe Tim's character, that's one of her really good friends. They've been friends since they were children. I thought that was like the only drama they had. And I don't want to have any spoilers, so there will be something that does change their lives in the story itself. And it was done really beautifully. There were a lot of times that I'm like screaming in my head like, oh my god, do something, do something, do something. But all in all, the story was really great. I do recommend it. I would give it a 1 thumbs up. I wouldn't give it 2. It wasn't like a spectacular story to me. It was really good. It wasn't like it needed paranormal activity or a fantasy activity. It wasn't like that, which is fine. I enjoy that. And the story was really well written as well. There is some very, very light sexual content, and it's not graphic at all, so that's good because it is a young adult book. I was really kind of worried if it was going to get into that, but thankfully it was done really well, very eloquent, very well written, that I'm like, this is fine. Because, you know, it's kind of iffy to read about young adult and having graphic sexual content. That's so there you go. And that is my book review for My Life Next Door by Huntley Fitzpatrick. And also, this is my first book ever that I read from her, and I believe this was published back on June 14th, 2012. So I'm a little delayed in reading this, and like I said before, I have a lot of books and I don't really read them on when they were released. It's more, a lot of times I actually just do this on my iPad mini and then close my eyes and then just stop it and I'll pick from that page. It's horrible. It's in no way means like categorized or I'm doing something OCD type. It's nothing like that at all. So anyway, thank you so much for stopping by. Thank you for watching my video. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe button with the bell, because that helps me grow my channel. If you have any questions, comments, suggestions, feel free to do that down below in the comment section. And always check my description box, because there's always a lot of goodies in there. Links, coupons, and a whole lot more. Thank you guys, and I will see you again next time. Bye.